Hello everyone. I am celebrating 1000 subscribers. So thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed, to everyone that has ever commented on one of my videos, to everyone that has ever liked a video or even disliked a video because that shows engagement on the channel. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I would especially like to thank my 1000 subscriber Sims Lolly, and I'll put a link to their channel in the video description so you can go and check it out. That's Sims Lolly, my 1000 subscriber. So thank you so much to everyone. It's very overwhelming. I've had this channel for about 3 years now, and I've finally reached 1000 subscribers. So thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. Alright, so let's get into this video. You guys wanted to know my sim favorites, so I made a list of my my favorite sims, favorite DLC, favorite townies, favorite mods, favorite worlds. It's quite a list, so we better get started. So let's hop over to The Sims 4. I'm going to start with my two favorite Sims. This is Devon and Sapphire. I use them for a lot of my videos. They are my two favorites purely because they are the two Sims that I'm the most proud of because I made them myself. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you will know that I'm terrible at creating Sim. So these are the first two that I actually like the look of them. So when I went into CAS and created them, I just randomized, as you do, there's the randomize button, randomized a sim, and then I went in and made them what they are today. So these are my two favorites. I use them a lot and they are going to help me with the rest of this video. I don't know why they're in their bathing costumes. I haven't a clue. They live in San Machino. So I don't know why they're in bathing costumes. They've just come back from Tomarang, but they were at the night market, so I have no idea what's going on here. So I originally made them for a little music video. I found a track that I liked by Track Tribe that was on YouTube Studio, and I wanted two Sims so I could make a little Sims video to go with the music. And these are the two I ended up with, my two favorite Sims, Devon and Sapphire. They are young adults, which leads me to my next favorites, and that is the life stages to play. I enjoy playing the young adult life stage the most. I think that your sim is a little, especially if you've raised them from a newborn to a young adult, I think they're kind of like fully rounded. They have all their traits. If you have the parenthood pack, they might have responsibility and good manners, as traits. So, I just feel the young adult, it's a little bit better than a teen, although I do enjoy playing the teen stage as well. But I find a young adult is, they can woohoo. Young adults can woohoo. So that's, yeah, I like to play the young adult stage. Although I do really enjoy having toddlers in my game. Toddlers make the game. If you have a family of Sims and there are toddlers in the household, it just makes the household that much more lively, that much more fun. You will have messy food lying everywhere. You might find a plate, a dirty plate in a really weird place where your toddler has stuffed the plates. But yeah, I would say that for my own gameplay, when I'm playing at home on my own and I'm not making videos for YouTube, the live stage I enjoy the most is young adults. When they get to an adult, especially if you have the growing together pack, they might have a midlife crisis, and that's a real pain. So yeah, I will stick with young adult as my favorite life stage. And my favorite gameplay object has to be the painting easel. I know that's pretty boring. It's one of those things, when my Sims paint, they always surprise me. I always see a painting I have never seen before. Okay, I think I've seen this one before, and I have no idea why is Sapphire painting in her bikini. But yes, I think my favorite gameplay object is the art easel. It's a good way for your sim to make money, and as I said, they always surprise me. There's always something I've never seen before. Your sim can make quite a bit of money painting as they up their painting skill. So I would probably say that the art easel is my favorite gameplay object, even though there are so many other gameplay objects. You know, I think in just about every single of my Sims home, there is an art easel. If you have a big family, there is always one Sim that I get to be a painter or an artist. So definitely the art easel. I have to give a special mention to my second favorite gameplay object, which comes with seasons, which is the presents that come with the seasons pack. These are great fun. Your Sims can open them. They can, they can open a present. They can open presents with a family member. They can sneak a present. They can add a present. But the reason I like it is because sometimes, it's quite a surprise. You can get a really expensive present and sell it for lots of money. So that's probably my second favorite. So I just wanted to mention that as well. I use the presents a lot. So one of my favorite skills for my Sims, besides painting, because I really do like the painting skill, is actually photography. I actually really enjoy Sims that have the photography skill. I love taking photos. All right, Devin, there you go. Take a photo. And if you have the Machino stuff pack, you get all these filters and poses and so on. And I think there's some extra cameras as well that comes with the Machino stuff pack. So yeah, I would say probably photography is one of my favorite skills. As you can see, Devin has taken loads of photos of Sapphire. All these photos over here. Some of them have little gnomes as well. But yeah, I think that I can honestly say the photography skill is one of my favorites. If you have the Machino stuff pack, it does make it a lot better if you have that. Alright, Devin and Sapphire, let's head over to my favorite world in The Sims 4. And we are in my favorite Sims 4 world, which is actually Copperdale, which is probably surprising for most of you. But yes, Copperdale is my favorite world in The Sims 4. Oh no! Sapphire is embarrassed from below average woohooing. The woohoo didn't go so well. How embarrassing. So did she perform poorly or did Devin perform poorly? Devin is completely satisfied from his spectacular woohooing. So obviously she is not happy with the way Devin woohooed. Oh dear. Alright, so the reason I'm saying that Copperdale is my favorite world is purely because whenever I start a new save file, I more often than not choose Copperdale as the world which I move my Sims into. I don't know what it is about Copperdale. I often just start in this world with Sims. I go in and I delete all these buildings except for the school. I evict all the Sims and I go and I start with new Sims in Copperdale. I don't know if it's the aesthetic of the world or what it is, but I also enjoy taking my Sims to the amusement park. But yes, Copperdale is my favorite world. And it really is beautiful. And Little Falls Nook, which is this lot that we're on at the moment, is my favorite lot in Copperdale. There's the little bridge and they can actually swim in this part of the river or the lake or the ocean. I think it's more like a lake, isn't it? Or is it the ocean? I don't know. But anyway, they can swim over here and they can go fishing. I do play in Copperdale quite a bit. My favorite world. And it's got some really beautiful views. Alright, Devin and Sapphire, let's go over to my favorite lot in The Sims 4. So this is one of my favorite lots, this Little Falls Nook. But I wanted to take you to my favorites. So this is my favorite lot in The Sims 4. This is the Von Wendenberg estate. It's one of the biggest lots in The Sims 4. It's a 64 by 64 lots. And the reason I like it so much is because it is perfect for legacy challenges. And it's really beautiful. It's got some beautiful views. And there's a little secret path to the bluffs. If you go over here, you can actually travel straight to the bluffs. So yeah, this is my favorite lot. It comes with a get-together pack. Perfect for legacy challenges or building a mansion. And then we've got a little beach nearby with a bonfire. Your Sims can go fishing. I'm not sure. I can't remember if they can swim. No, they can't swim here, but they can go fishing. So there we go. That is my favorite lot. And then they've got the little secret tunnel to the bluffs, and then they can go across to the bluffs and go and view Nessie, the sea monster. Sapphire, have you recovered after your poor woohoo? Oh, here comes Victor. Devin is scared of the dark. Devin, it's not dark anymore. So let's travel to my favorite hidden lot, or my favorite secret lots in The Sims 4. So my favorite hidden world or secret lot is Sylvan Glade. Pretty obvious. It's probably one of the most beautiful areas in the game. You can look for frogs, you can go fishing, you can view the beautiful waterfall. So yes, Sylvan Glade, my favorite hidden lot in The Sims 4, although the Granite Falls hidden lot that comes with Outdoor Retreat, that is a favorite of mine as well, that I think is a bit bigger than Sylvan Glade, and it's very beautiful. But if I have to pick a favorite, it would be Sylvan Glade. So Devin and Sapphire are gonna take a trip. Oh, Devon's giving Sapphire a rose. How sweet. All right, Devon and Sapphire, let's do a little bit of traveling so we can go and visit my favorite occult sim and my favorite townie. So Devon and Sapphire are in Forgotten Hollow. We are coming to check out my favorite occult sim, which is vampires. I love vampires. So I actually think they've done vampires pretty well in The Sims 4. So Devon and Sapphire are going to go and visit Vlad, who happens to be my favorite townie as well. I love Vlad. I have no idea why I like him so much, but he's definitely my favorite townie, and vampires are definitely my favorite occult. Oh, Vlad is playing the organ. Come on, Sapphire, go and introduce yourself to Vlad. What about a friendly introduction? Devon, go and introduce yourself to Vlad. I've always wanted to give Vlad a makeover and make him more dateable, but I've just never got round to it. I mean, isn't he a young adult? I'm sure he's a young adult. He's not an older. Yeah, he's a young adult. Come on, Sapphire. Come and introduce yourself to Vlad, my favorite townie, my favorite occult sim, vampires. Are you gonna make a friend of Vlad? He's always so difficult to be friendly with. Alright, looks like Devon doesn't have any negative friendship with Vlad. Alright, Devon, go and challenge Vlad to be kind. There we go. Go and challenge him to be kind. Vlad wasn't too impressed with that. Okay, so that is my favorite occult is vampires and my favorite townie all in one. Vlad. I also am quite fond of Judith Ward as well. But I do think Vlad is far more entertaining than Judith. Oh, Sapphire likes deep thoughts. Alright, we'll say yes. Okay, guys, I think it's time to go home. It's 7 o'clock at night. You've had a busy day checking out my favorites. And here we have my favorite NPC, Grim. He's my favorite. I had to kill off Sapphire to get Grim to appear, but I'm not going to save my game because I'm not ready for Sapphire to leave my save file just yet. But my favorite NPC is Grim. I actually enjoy adding him to families, and he's quite fun to have in a family. So yeah, my favorite NPC, Grim Reaper. Alright, Seven, do you want to see if you can plead for Sapphire? There we go. Come on, stop working out. Come and plead for Sapphire. Come on, quickly. Hurry it up. Hurry up, Seven. Alright, okay, I'm not going to save my game. And would you look at that? Sapphire is alive and well. Grim Reaper must have just been a dream. Oh, Sapphire likes flirtation. Alright, we'll say yes. I think Devon is relieved that Sapphire is still here. Alright, so I'm going to say goodbye to these two for a little bit and hop over to another save file so I can share with you my favorite way to play or my gameplay style. I don't know actually know what to call it. The way I play The Sims, my favorite way to play. So let's say goodbye to these two. Bye Devon, bye Sapphire. And let's hop over to another save file. So my gameplay is very family orientated. I like to play families. I never used to. I used to be very much into my occult sims but at the moment I really enjoy family orientated gameplay, and I like to play on a rotational basis. So I'm very much into rotational gameplay. If you don't know what that is, I do actually have a video on it and I'll link it in the video description. But basically, you have a save file and you play a little bit with each family. So this is one save file where I am playing rotational gameplay. So what I did is I started with single sims and I got them to pair up with each other. So some of them have paired up already and some of them have had children, like Sebastian and Alice have had a child. I see some of my sims have paired up and some of them adopted a dog. Some of them are still single and looking for love. This is my favorite way to play is rotational gameplay, and it's very family orientated. I try and have families. You know, some people are into building and some people are into create a sim. I like to play families. I'm very much into the gameplay parts of The Sims 4, and I am into rotational gameplay. So that is my favorite way to play. And I am at some points going to get Sapphire and Devon to have a baby, but at the moment they're just enjoying life, enjoying each other. Right, so this is probably the build that I am the most proud of. I think I do have a video on this. I'm sure if I do, I will link it in the video description. I'm sure I recorded this as a video. This is the build I am most proud of. I built this in Sylvan Glade. It's like a little getaway for Alice, where she can get away from her husband. She comes here to rest and she enjoys baking, so I think there is a nice kitchen. Alright, so this is a little living room with a painting easel where she can come and paint. And then she can go upstairs. Ah, yes, here's the little kitchen. And then we have a bedroom where she can rest. And a little bathroom with a shower. And I think that is it. So yes, this is probably the build I'm most proud of, in that I found it quite difficult to build, but it was quite fun at the time when I was building it. So that is the build I am most proud of. I do enjoy building in The Sims, but it's not my main focus. As I said, I enjoy family-orientated gameplay. So my favorite challenge is not the Build a World challenge. You know, I am doing this as a series on my channel, the Build a World challenge. I am enjoying it, but it's not my favorites. If I had to choose a favorites of the challenges that I've done, I think it would be that like one tile start challenge that I did. I had a lot of fun with that. Let me see if I can find the save file, although I'm not actually sure if I still have it. But I really had a lot of fun with the one tile start challenge. I did it quite a while ago, maybe like over a year ago. So it was actually 2 years ago that I did this challenge. So you basically start off with a box that is one tile, and you have to actually teleport your sim into the box. And if they don't have any doors and windows, and then you take your household funds down to 0, and they basically have to make money in this small box. You can kind of start with maybe the digital art pad, but it has to be something that fits in your inventory that they can do to make money. Most people just take photos with the phone when they start off. Evan, let's put you out of your misery. You've already done this. I'm sure you don't want to do it again. So they make money and they've got to build a house. So you start with one tile and then you can extend to 2 tiles, and you might have money to maybe buy something else that they can make money with. Evan eventually ended up with this house. So they're only supposed to be able to leave the house when they have a fully functioning home. So this was fully functioning. He had a place to sleep, a place to cook, a bathroom. And this was a lot of fun. It is my favorite challenge. It's something you can do over and over, and I think it will be different every time. I am planning to play this challenge again sometime. You know, and it's quite short. It's a short little challenge. And I think Evan did pretty well. He managed to make a decent house. It's not great. It does need some more windows. But it was okay. And as I said, it's one of the most fun challenges. and it doesn't take a lot of time to do. I'll put a link to the challenge that I did in the video description so you can go and check it out. It's the One Tile Start Challenge. So you'll probably be very surprised to find out that I have never attempted the 100 baby challenge. I looked at the rules at one point. I thought, oh, maybe I should try it out. And I looked at the official rules and I thought, no, I'm not doing this. I already have enough trouble with, I don't know if you've seen my unusual ways to make money videos where I have Mandy who has like 7 babies, and all those screaming babies, it's just enough for me. So I don't think I'm ever going to do the 100 baby challenge, even though I really enjoy family gameplay. So yeah, I have never tried the 100 baby challenge. I will stick with challenges like the One Tile Start challenge and the Build a World challenge, but no 100 baby challenges for me. Alright, so favorite DLC. So this is a hard one for me, and you'll probably find my choices a bit strange, as I don't own all the packs. I really would like to get the Life and Death pack because this one looks really good, but I only purchase packs when they are on sale. I don't ever pay full price for packs. I don't think they're worth the money, so I don't own all the packs. So favorite expansion packs, I cannot pick just one. There has to be a few. I have quite a few favorite expansions. So the first one I really enjoy is City Living. I love San Machino. I love taking my Sims to the festivals. I cannot do without San Machino in my game. I love to get my young adult Sims to move into apartments in San Machino. That's why Devon and Sapphire as young adults are living in San Machino. I am planning to move them at some point into one of the other worlds and I'm going to get them to start a family. So yeah, City Living, one of my favorites, and Get Together as well. Love Get Together. So the packs that I'm mentioning now are ones that I cannot do without in my game. City Living, Get Together. I use the club system quite a bit. I really enjoy Windenburg. I think it's one of the biggest worlds. There's quite a lot to do there. I enjoy taking my Sims to that chateau, that big chateau. It comes with the DJ and the dancing skills. So yeah, Get Together. Can't do without that in my game. And funny enough, Growing Together purely for the family gameplay. I love the fact that Sims can discover new personality traits. I cannot do without Growing Together in my game purely from a point of view that it's a family orientated pack. My gameplay style is family orientated, so I don't think it's worth an expansion pack's price, but I cannot do without it in my game. So yeah, those are my 3 favorite packs that I cannot do without in my game. Alright, so I'm gonna have to pick a 4th favorite as well, and that is seasons. I really love the holidays that come with seasons. I don't think, I use the holidays so much. I actually cannot do without seasons in my game. Purely for the holidays. I mean, I can do without weather. I don't need the actual weather. But I love the seasonal activities and the holidays. So yeah, I cannot do without seasons in my game. I think those are my top 4. The rest are kind of, if you have to take them out my game, you can take them out. Obviously, I don't want you to, but... So yeah, those are my 4 favorite expansion packs. City Living, Get Together, Growing Together, and Seasons. Game packs. I've got most of the game packs. I don't have the Star Wars one. Hands down Parenthood. I cannot do without Parenthood in my game. Obviously it's family gameplay. That's why I cannot do without it in my game. And the others, I don't really have any other favorites. The other ones are great in my game, but if you had to take them out of my game, I wouldn't be bothered by it. Although I do enjoy vampires. I do enjoy vampires in my game. Stuff packs. Alright. What stuff packs do I enjoy? Alright, so I really enjoy the paranormal stuff pack. That's probably one of my favorites. I love the build buy stuff. I love some of the creator sim items as well. So yeah, paranormal stuff pack and Machino stuff pack purely for the photography skill or the add-ons to the photography skill. So yeah, I really enjoy. I know that this is quite controversial because a lot of people don't like it and it can be very, very buggy. But I really, really enjoy taking photos with my Sims, so I'm gonna have to say this is one of my favorite packs. And I also have to mention romantic garden stuff. I build a lot of parks in my game. I always build my own parks. I always use romantic garden stuff to build these parks. There's always something that I use from romantic garden stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna say purely from the point of view that I use it so much, that is why it is one of my favorite packs. And that goes for the toddler stuff pack as well. As I said, I love to make parks for my Sims to visit. So romantic garden stuff and toddler stuff, I use the items to build parks. And the others, I mean, laundry day I can do without. I do enjoy tiny living as well, but you can make tiny houses without having the pack, so it's not necessary to have the pack. Oh, and I really do like vintage glamour. That's also one of my favorites. I love having a butler for my wealthy Sims. I love the build items that come with this pack. I love the Kaz items. So yeah, vintage glamour, also one of my favorites. So kits, I stopped buying kits. I don't own a lot of kits. So of the kits I do own, I really enjoy the pastel pop kits. I use these items a lot in my builds. And the other one is the decor to the max. I really use these items as well. I'm always using the decor to the max kit. So those two are probably my two favorite kits. As I said, you can see I do not own a lot of kits. I stopped buying them. I just felt they were just releasing too many and I just couldn't keep up anymore. So I just stopped buying them. There's still a few I would like to purchase. But yeah, that's my favorite DLC. And if you ask me in a year's time what my favorite DLC is, it will probably have changed completely. This changes all the time according to what I'm into at the time. So yeah, so you ask me next year and it will probably be completely different. And that goes for everything else I've mentioned in this video. It changes all the time. At the moment, Copperdale is my favorite world. Maybe if you ask me next year, it might be Brindleton Bay, because I really like Brindleton Bay as well. So it just depends on my mood. So it can change. Next year, it will probably be completely different favorites. So I wanted to share my favorite mods with you, but I cannot enable my mods at the moment. I'm making this video just after the huge updates on August the 19th, and nothing is working. None of the mods are working properly, so I'm just gonna have to go to the website to show you my favorite mods. But I cannot enable my mods at the moment. My game is not working with mods at all. I have a suspicion I know which mod it is that is not working. When I go into a save file and I want to play a household, it just takes me back to all the worlds, to the all the worlds screen where it shows all the worlds. So yeah, I've had to disable my mods for now. I'm hoping that all the mods get updated very soon. So I'm gonna go to the website to show you my favorite mods. I have three favorites. Alright, favorite mods. This is my favorite mod. I'm not going to apologize for it. It is my favorite. I cannot do without it in my game. And not just for the naughty features. It has a lot of other features as well. And if you don't want the naughty bits, you can download Wonderful Whims, which is most of the same features. Alright, so that's my first favorite mod. And my next favorite is the Basemental family. I use all of these. I cannot do without these mods in my game. And with Basemental, you can actually just download the alcohol mod. You don't need the rest. So that's Basemental, one of my favorite. It's my favorite family of mods. I use all of them. And I love Limpino's mods. I love the relationship and pregnancy overhaul mod. It has so many great features, and the nice thing about this mod is you can choose which ones you want to have in your game. You don't have to have all of them if you don't want to, or you can download them as one package as well. So yeah, one of my favorite modders, Limpino. I use quite a few of Limpino's mods. I love Rambunctious Religions. That's quite fun, and there's quite a few others I use as well. And those are my three favorite mods. I also use a lot of sacrificial mods, but I don't have to have those in my game. But the three that I mentioned now are ones that I cannot do without in my game. And you'll be surprised to know that I do not use MC Command Center. I know a lot of people use it. I don't. I managed to play without MC Command Center. So my favorite video that I have made, one I enjoyed making the most, was the one that got away, episode 2, which was like an unofficial music video. And it didn't get a lot of views when it came out, but it's one of the ones that I really enjoyed editing. I love the track that I used. So this is probably my favorite video of my own that I have recorded and edited. And I'll put a link in the video description so you can go watch it if you haven't seen it already. So I think in life it's always good to pay it forward. So I wanted to share with you some Sims channels that I enjoy watching. I like to support kind of smaller channels because I think it's important. They need the support much more than a bigger channel does. So I wanted to just share some other Sims 4 channels that I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite videos of all time. It's by Sims Modeling. I'll put a link in the video description to Sims Modeling's channel. And this always puts a smile on my face. I can watch this video over and over. It's Grim Reaper dancing to like hip hop music. So that's by Sims Modeling. I watch quite a few of their videos. So I did mention that I have never attempted the 100 baby challenge, but I'm really enjoying Design Rascal's 100 baby challenge. This is one of my favorite channels at the moment. It's quite a new channel and I've watched every single episode of his 100 baby challenge and I'm really enjoying it. So that's Design Rascal. And another one of my favorite Sims channels is Omnia Euphoric. I've also loved this channel. She is doing a kind of a build-up of Newcrest at the moment. So go and check out her channel. That's Omnia Euphoric. I will put a link to all these channels in the video description. So there are so many other great Sims 4 channels that I do enjoy watching. There's SimEV, there is Summer Sims, there's Celestial Sims. I have quite a few channels that I like to watch. As I said, I prefer to support smaller channels purely because there is a lot more engagement with a smaller channel. You can have really great conversations. Whereas with a bigger channel, because there's so many comments, you can't really have a nice conversation with other creators or other simmers. So I have met some really wonderful Sims creators on YouTube and had some really great conversations. So yeah, if you can, try and support smaller channels. I'll put a link to all the channels and all the videos that I've mentioned. I'll put a link in the video description. But thank you once again for everyone for subscribing, for commenting, for liking or disliking if you feel inclined. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you and enjoy this wonderful weekend. You should be seeing this on a Friday. I'm recording this over Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm actually going to go now and check out the new Inzoi updates. I've been so busy trying to sort out my Sims 4 mods and recording this video that I actually have not checked out the Inzoi's new update. There was a new world that was that was given to us in Inzoi and I haven't even looked at it yet, so I'm gonna go do that right now. So have a lovely weekend. See you next time. Bye.